I have been teaching languages to adults for about 27 years. And one of the things that students often ask me is, what should I study next? Because you know that you could study for hours and hours and hours, and it could be a complete waste of time. Or you could make sure that every minute counts. I'd like to show you how I think you can make every minute count in your study time. Let's talk about it. If you've been following my channel, you know that I have thousands of books in my home. I hate language textbooks that waste your time and teach you loads of stuff that you're never going to use. Lists of things like all of the names of all the flowers that could be in your garden, all the animals in the zoo. And I often say to my students, if you're speaking Spanish with somebody, how long will you be talking with them before the issue of zebras comes up? When will you be talking about whales or something? It's such a waste of time to study stuff that you're not going to use. I think you need to focus on two things when you're learning a new language. It's true about vocabulary and grammar, but I'm going to use the vocabulary example today. Focus on things that you will use soon, things that you have some need for. Don't learn a bunch of stuff that is completely useless to you. If you're not a gardener, you don't need the names of all the flowers in the garden. If you are, go for it. I had a student who was an expert on quilting. She knows everything that you could talk about quilting in Spanish. I had another student who was a mechanic, and he could talk about rebuilding cars in Spanish. But the other students couldn't. They just don't care. Don't study stuff that you don't care about. Study things, learn the vocabulary that you're going to use soon. The other category of vocabulary that you should learn is things that you'll use often. There are certain lists of vocabulary that you absolutely cannot avoid. You have to know, for example, the names of colors and numbers and family members. Learn those things and just ignore the stuff that you're not going to use. So that's my rule. Learn things that you're going to use soon and often. Focus on that and you won't waste your time when you're studying. Good talking to you. See you soon.